Hello and welcome to my tutorial for today. How are you all doing? Firstly, I want to sincerely appreciate you all for your prayers on my birthday. Thank you very, very much. And may the Lord bless all of you who said a word of prayers for me. I really appreciate that. Okay? Thank you for subscribing and for being here for me. If you are new, please hit the red icon to subscribe and also tap on the bell to be notified of my uploads anytime I do that. With that said, today we are going to be making a pencil three-quarter skirt with a front overlap as requested by someone. But the person requested a long skirt, but I cannot make a long skirt. I don't want to make a long skirt, so I'll be making it a three-quarter skirt rather, okay? But the basic thing the person needs is the front overlap. All right. So I'll first of all cut the back and then use the back to cut the front. Okay, so basically I'll fold into two. I pray to remember to say how many yards I used up when I'm done. I'll use a zipper allowance of just 1 inch. Okay, so I have it folded out. Okay, so this is our starting point. This is my hip line. Of course, this is the waistline. This is the length of our skirt. This is the folding allowance. And this is the zipper allowance. I hope you get that. So I'll just quickly place my waist, hip measurement. My waist is 9.75. I'm adding 2.5 inches seam allowance. That is included. Hip is 11. I'm adding 2 inches. So we have the 13. I'm taking the 13 to the hemline. Okay. So I'll now use my hip curve to connect the waist to the hip. Okay. So at the hemline here, not the allowance, please, the first. I hope you are seeing it. And this one, I'm moving in by 2 inches. I'll also try to connect it. Okay. I hope you understood what I did. So I connected these 2 inches to the hip and then to the waist. Now, if I continue to slant it this way, like this, by the time I want to fold it, it will shorten. So it is always advisable at this lower part, you come out a little bit this way. Okay, it's not straight. You know, if I wanted to follow it like this, it's going to be this way. But then if I do it, when I want to fold, it will shorten. So it's better you shift it out. Okay, that's why I did it this way. So that when I'm folding, I will comfortably fold. Okay, so now I'm going to cut. Okay, so this is the back. You see the shape it has here, so that when I fold it, it will lap properly. But assuming I continued like this, if I fold it, it will short. You see it, okay? But if you make it like this, okay, so this is the back. You see the shape it has here, so that when I fold it, it will lap properly. But assuming I continued like this, if I fold it, it will short. You see it, okay? But if you make it like this, you have enough fabric to fold with. So we'll use this now to cut the front. Okay, so this is the front. I simply used the back to cut the front. I included the zipper allowance and 1 more inch. That is to say, I added 2 inches to the front. Okay, you see the zipper and well, see the front, the back. I hope you see that. This is the back. So I added 1 more inch. Okay, it's because of the overlap to make sure I have enough uh, material for the overlap. Okay, so now I'm taking away the back. Half an inch down, and then I'll connect it here. Okay, so the next thing I will do will be to divide this waist into 3. Let me see how many inches we have here. 15 inches on fold. That is when I open it, it is 30, which means into 3 will give us 10, 10. This is 10. This is 10 by 10. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is it divided into 3. Okay. Now you decide which side you want the overlap to face. Either this way or this way. Anyone you want, but I think I prefer for it to face this way. Okay. If that is the case, it means cutting it here will be just fine. Okay, so I will cut it here. I will take one out of the three divisions. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to cut the lining for it. I will line this one separate, line this one separate. You know, in attachment is going to be this way. This one will sit on this. So you have the overlap. Okay? In joining it is going to be like this. So you have the overlap. Alright. So now I'll cut the lining for it. When we have finished lining and attach this one, we will now introduce the second dart because this is going to form one side of the dart. So we will now introduce the second one. So this is how I will line it. First, I will sew here. This is the hemline. I will sew here. Okay, when I sew here, I fold it. Remember, this is the folding allowance I added and I notched it. So I will fold it this way and sew. I will also sew on this other side to leave you with something like this. Okay, and then I will turn it and close the waist line. I will turn it and close the waistline. So that's how I'll be lining it. And this is basically how to line your pencil skirt or your straight cut skirt. This is how to line it. Okay, so I've done the lining. Since there's a front slit, there's no need for slit to be at the back. Okay, so I've lined, I've also joined the back together and attached my zip. Okay, there was no long thing there. Okay, I used the provision I made for the zipper allowance to close the back and attach my zip. Then for the front, this is going to sit this way. I'll use about 2.5 inches for the overlap. Okay, so I'll just measure 2.5 inches out. I'll measure it all the way down. Okay, so this is the 2.5. So I'll just sew on top and stop at whatever point I choose. And this one remains like this. Okay. You can also do it this way. Just take like 1/4 inch to sew this way and stop at whatever point, then open it up. Whichever one you prefer is fine. I hope you get that. Either you do it this way and stop wherever you intend to, and then the rest becomes open, or you do it this way, take like 1/4 inch to attach it and stop at whatever point you choose to. Okay, now when you do that, you now put the other dart. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches, that is here, and then I'll use 1/2 inch to sew. So my dart is coming here. hope you get that. So this is where my dart is going to be fixed. Okay, so when I do this side, I will put that as well. So you should have something like this when you are done. Okay, you will also hold it here. Okay, so we have the overlap. Okay, so I'll now join the two together and close it up using my body measurement. Okay, so my waist is 39 hip 44. 39 hip 44. Alright, so I'll go to the machine, follow the line and sew it. And then I'll use a piece of fabric to tape the waistline. And lastly, this is our skirt ready to be worn. I'm sure you're waiting for me to try it on. Go back and check the DP once again. Check the thumbnail. You will see it on me. To the person who requested it, I hope I satisfied your curiosity. I hope this video was able to help. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and keep being innovative till we meet in my next tutorial. Bye. Feel free to leave your comment in the comment section, please. And if you are yet to subscribe, please don't forget to do so before leaving, and also help us to share our videos. Take care of yourself.